Buenos dias, amigos. ¿Qué más pues? I've made it to the city of Cali, the third largest city of Colombia with a population of 4 million people and the capital of the Valle del Cauca region here in southwestern Colombia. A city which was founded in 1537 by this guy, Spanish conquistador Sebastián de Belalcázar. And this city is basically famous for two things. It is firstly the home and birthplace of Salsa, the world famous Salsa dance. Salsa was invented here and the city as such lives and breathes Salsa. Basically the whole nightlife of the city is based around Salsa. If you wanted, you could take Salsa classes here 24/7. And the other reason why this city is famous is for security reasons. It is renowned and has been renowned for years as Colombia's most dangerous city. And wherever you are in Colombia, whether you're in Medellin, Bogota, or in the north in Cartagena, Santa Marta, whenever you tell people that you are going to Cali or plan to go to Cali, the reaction is a mixed one. Basically 80% of the people are going to tell you that it is super dangerous and that you shouldn't go, and that you should be very, very careful if you did. And the other 20% that you are going to tell you that it's a super nice city and that you're going to enjoy it. So, let's see whether the hype of Cali being super dangerous is true. Let's check it out. Vamos! The city of Cali is surrounded by the Cali River, the Rio de Cali. And regarding the climate, it is similar to Medellin. It is also subtropical. And we're also right now in the rainy season, like in Medellin. But in stark contrast to Medellin, it rains a lot less here and it is much, much hotter here. You might not see it, you might not think that it is hot right now because it is a bit cloudy right now. Well, it feels like 30 degrees, and apparently later on today it will get up to 31 degrees. And if there's one thing I can already tell you about Cali, one thing which is super dangerous here is crossing the street. Basically everywhere you are in Colombia, locals are always going to warn you and tell you that it's dangerous and stuff. And I'll tell you what, Colombia is dangerous if you are stupid. But if you are not stupid, if you take your precautions, if you don't venture into dark streets at night on your own, it's like everywhere else in the world. There's loads of homeless people around here in Cali. I can tell you this, I've arrived yesterday and there's loads of homeless people here, loads of beggars, but just like everywhere else in the world when you're in a big city. I mean, just go to Paris, go to London, you'll also find loads of homeless people and beggars around. Cali is obviously also famous for the infamous Cali cartel, which helped the government of Colombia in the 90s bring down Pablo Escobar, and then they got betrayed by the government. Hola, buenas. So this is what I was talking about before. You've got some funny characters around here, like in every city. You don't have to give money to beggars. You can if you have enough money to give something to every beggar around you, then alright, you're a great person, but most people don't have that money. And you don't have to be ashamed to not give anything to beggars. I mean, I'm a budget traveller. I need to save up money. I want to travel long term, without spending a load of money. And this is only possible, well, in other words, it ain't possible for me doing that by giving something to every beggar. This area here, which I'm walking through right now, is called San Antonio. It's the old colonial area here, one of the oldest in the city. And yeah, it's pretty close to the center. And check it out, check out the colonial architecture here, this colonial street. Pretty nice. And this is also one of, they say, the best areas in town to stay in if you decide to visit this city. It's full of hostels and yeah, full of good restaurants and stuff. And some homeless people as well, of course, like everywhere else in the city. But that's just part of life in any city. Buenas. No, no tengo, amigo, lo siento. No ahorita. No ahorita. Próxima. Suerte. Many budget hostels around here. I'm staying at a hostel as usual again, not in the guest house like in Medellin. I'm paying like €6.50 a night, so about $7 a night. Full bedroom, breakfast included. It's not the best breakfast, of course, but yeah, free coffee. I mean, could be worse. And yeah, it's a nice area. Check it out. And it's pretty close to the center, and pretty close to bars and clubs and everything. So what more do you want? What more do you need? And yeah, another homeless guy. Check it out. Yeah, it's not the richest city in Colombia, and this might be the reason why people consider it as very dangerous. The city of Cali is not only renowned to be dangerous and being the home of Salsa, but the city and the region, Valle del Cauca, also has its very own cuisine. Just like so many regions and cities of Colombia, they also have their very own traditional cuisine here. Many dishes that you can only find here in Cali. Cali, capital de la resistencia. Capital of resistance. And here we've got the Palestina flag, Palestina Libre. Free Palestine. Right guys, the meal which I'm about to tug into, the feast which I'm about to tug into, it's actually comprising of that traditional soup, the sancocho, which is a soup which you get here in Cali, consisting of, as far as I've understood, of beef and plantain, so looking forward to that. And I also got myself beans, frijoles, and a plate of chicken, which was included when you take the sancocho. So, and that menu, that feast, and probably also a juice as always here in Latin America, it's came down to a price of 14,000 Colombian pesos, which is about €3 and a few cents, €3.10 or something. So about $3.50. So where else in the world do you get this? And depending how much it is going to be now, this might actually be the cheapest meal I've had so far on this trip. Right guys, check it out. My sancocho, my very caliente, my Cali meal has arrived. Check it out. This typical soup here from Cali. And I wish actually that you could smell it, because it smells delicious already. So let's see whether it's worth it. And here's the second. Oh no, that's my neighbor's meal. Yeah, looks delicious as well. Provecho. So, right, check out sancocho. Let's check it out. We've got beef in here, potatoes as well, and plantain. So, yeah. Let's tuck in. Gracias. And here's the juice. As always, you get juice with it. And the soup is muy rico. Very tasty. I like it. Well guys, trying out sancocho alone makes a visit to Cali worth it. Check it out guys. Wanna know what you get for $3.50, even less than $3.50 here for lunch in Cali? Check it out. All of this delicious sancocho soup, which includes beef, potatoes, plantain, super tasty, and then you've got this here. A chicken leg, rice, platacon, I forgot the name already of my favorite meal, platacon, beans and salads. Wow. Where else in the world do you get that quality for €3, $3.50? Nowhere. Viva Cali, viva Colombia. Provecho guys, see you soon when I finish my meal. Right guys, I finished my meal. So let's explore Cali, Cali Caliente. One more thing about this city, it is full of revolutionary street art. Just like the Free Palestine graffiti we've just seen. Check out this street. And here we can see Feminismo Marxista. Marxist feminism. Wow. I wonder what that would look like. Marxist feminism. What I really do like about this city, Cali, is the well-preserved colonial architecture. Check it out. Really like it. And then you've got that modern building, modern apartment building right in the middle of it. It's pretty cool. And here the Centro Cultural de Cali, the cultural centre of Cali. Looks pretty interesting. Might head in there later on. And as everywhere in Colombia, and in many places across South America, we've got places that are named after Simón Bolívar, Seguros Bolívar. Surely an insurance company or something. That's my guessing. And check out these run-down buildings here, right in the center of Cali. Check it out. I mean, I can see why people say that Cali is rough. It looks rough from the outside. I mean, those are the usual pictures that you see of Cali, the usual images of Cali. Homeless people lying around, run down buildings and stuff. But yes, when you are here, those are obviously the preperceptions that you have of Cali when you see pictures of it. But when you are here, it's not like you feel in danger. You've obviously got to watch out for the malandros, for robbers, to not get your things stolen and stuff. But as long as you take your precautions, nothing's gonna happen to you. Just don't be scared. I reckon we'll have a great time here today. And as always in Colombia, Cali is full of hot women. Las Caleñas. They are said to be the hottest women of Colombia. And I have to say that, yeah, up there with Medellin, they are the hottest. But man, what is really a madness, what really surprises me, is all of these homeless people around here. I mean, I think that is the main reason why people all over Colombia are saying that this city is dangerous. Because there are so many homeless people around here. I mean, in Bogota as well. In Bogota, there are obviously many more homeless people and beggars around than here in Cali, but then Bogota has 11 million people living in it. It's one of the biggest cities in the world. Cali only has 4 million people living in it. It's a much smaller city, but still, there are many homeless people around here. But yeah, I reckon that if you don't go to the wrong places at the wrong time, it's still not as bad as people say. That's my impression so far. Señor, una pregunta, ¿cómo se llama esa plaza? Caicedo. Okay, gracias. The Plaza de Caicedo, you've heard it guys, it's here. The central square, the most centrally located square of Cali, check it out. And obviously, as it's the most centrally located square of the city, security here is quite high. They take this security shit quite serious here, check it out. The whole place is basically locked up, and there's securities everywhere in the city. In the center, you'll find security everywhere. And hence, in my eyes, the center of Cali feels a lot safer than the center of Paris, for instance. Subscribe to Joe Chucks In, people of Cali, please. Por favor. Pretty beautiful place, right, isn't it? I absolutely love squares with palm trees. I don't know why, but I love palm trees. I love the sight of palm trees. When I see palm trees, I feel like being in a good place. And this right here, guys, is Valle de Caicedo, some general who contributed to the independence of Colombia. He was thus part of the army of Simón Bolívar, defeating the conquistadores and thus contributing to the independence of Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Chile and Argentina. And here he is. ¿Qué tal, señor? Bien, ¿y tú? This guy is one of the security guys I've been talking about. I've met him yesterday when I was walking around here. And he's taking charge of security here. And yeah, good man. He's risking his life every day for your safety and to promote tourism in this city, in his city. Because, to be fair, it's not like no tourists are here at all, but it's not the most popular place to visit as a foreigner due to its bad reputation. I mean, which other person you ask, in which other city you're in Colombia, outside of Cali, people are going to advise you against going to Cali, basically. People are going to tell you it's super dangerous, super dodgy, you'll get killed, you'll get robbed, whatever. Go there or go there or go there. But then, I don't know, I've got the impression that whichever place in Colombia you go to, Colombia in general is a safe country with lovely people, and whichever place or city you go to in Colombia, I mean, this applies to literally every city in Colombia. There is one dodgy area. Probably in every big city in the world there is one dodgy area, but every Colombian city has like one or two or more areas which you should absolutely avoid, especially as a foreigner and especially at night. And Cali obviously also has these areas. And I think in Cali, the main difference between Cali and Medellin is, and also Bogota, is that it is a smaller city with lots of poverty. The poverty and the amount of homeless people and beggars that you would see on the streets just contributes to the preperception that the city is super dodgy and super dangerous. But in fact, people here are really taking care of security. They are taking this security thing super serious. And check it out, guys. This is like a commercial area here, which yesterday was actually buzzing, and quite lively. Today seems to be a bit dead. Here's the casino, the Broadway casino of Central Cali. Now it seems to be a bit dead. Because it's Sunday, I reckon. Most of the people went out yesterday and might still have a hangover. Which is more why at the moment there are more homeless people on the streets than vendors or something. Buenas, viva Cali! Viva Cali! As you see, the people are legends are everywhere in Colombia. No camera shy at all. I love that. That's one thing I really love about Colombia. And check it out, guys. Check out that marvelous church here. Wow! Check it out. I don't know the name of that flipping church. I mean, I could now be fake, like most fake vloggers out there, most fake travel vloggers. Just fuck this tape, record another tape, just quickly look up on Wikipedia or on Google Maps how this church is called, and then just record another tape as if nothing had happened. But no, I am real. I am not perfect. I just stumbled across this church alongside you guys, and I don't know how it's called. And check out the beautiful sights of Cali. Check it out. Wowzers. Welcome to Colombia's most dangerous city. And there's a mass going on. I'm not going to walk in there and listen to what the priest has to preach. Colombia's most dangerous city. Might be up there with the prettiest as well. Right guys, right next to this beautiful river, the Rio de Cali, is this beautiful park, this massive park. And guess what the name of the park is? You're right, it's called Parque Simón Bolívar, obviously. Entonces, sí, ¿eres de Cali?
Sí, de Cali.
¿Cali es chimba o no?
Cali es una chimba, pero yo soy de Medellín y Medellín es más chimba. ¿Ya fue a Medellín?
Ah, sí, sí, yo fui a Medellín, me encanta Medellín.
Es mejor
Paisa de
Medellín.
corazón, sí, paisa de corazón.
Bendiciones, que Dios los bendiga.
Sí. Pero Cali también, no es tan peligroso que la gente dice.
No, es más película.
Es más película, sí, por ejemplo.
Uy, Bogotá más peligroso.
Sí. Entonces, we've got somebody here, we've got a paisa here from Medellín who also likes Cali. Te encanta Cali.
A lot.
Sí. Medellín es mejor, pero Cali es también una chimba.
Sí, Cali es duro.
Buen día.
God bless you guys.
Sí. Right guys, here we've arrived at a spot in the park with loads of homeless and seemingly drugged up people hanging around. But as apart from a few funny figures around, it's just like that guy, that dude from Medellin just said. It's like, it's not as dangerous as people say it is. I mean, it's a fairy tale. He said it himself. Cali being the most dangerous city is kind of a fairy tale, which I think is, on the one hand, coming from the fact that there are loads of homeless people around here. And there surely, like in every Colombian city, there are areas which are super dangerous, especially as a foreigner, and especially on your own. And thirdly, for me, I've got the impression that in Colombia, the cities, you know, are always beefing between themselves. Medellin, Bogota, Cali, the north, they're always beefing between themselves for tourists. And so people from Bogota are going to tell you, come to Bogota, it's safe, it's not as bad as they say it is. Medellin is much more dangerous than Bogota. People from Medellin are going to tell you that Bogota is super dangerous, that Cali is super dangerous, and that you should only come to Medellin. People from the north are going to tell you that only the north is safe. I mean, you know what I mean. But when you guys decide to come to Cali, don't bring any warm clothes with you. I can tell you this, it is super, super hot here. Super hot. And check out the beautiful street art of Cali. The Colombian flag, street art, and the Rio de Cali. Alright guys, this right here, right ahead of us, with the streets in which I'm walking on right now, right next to the river, which you can see right here, and the beautiful palm trees, is called the Boulevard del Rio, the River Boulevard, or more commonly known as the Boulevard de la Salsa. Because here at night time it's super crazy. This is where the nightlife actually gets off. Here's where people meet up at like 6 or 7 p.m. and have drinks, go to the tiendas which are all over the place here and have their beers or whatever, and yeah, dance some salsa before hitting the clubs. And yeah, at night this place is super packed. This whole boulevard here is super packed at night. Cali also has a reputation of being quite a sleepy city during the day and really get into life at night. This might also be due to the climate, the very hot climate here. Salsa, sancocho, and homeless people. This is Cali. Is Cali dangerous? It surely ain't the safest city on earth. But I reckon the whole preconception of Cali being so dangerous comes from the fact that there are many homeless people around here. But I think the risk of getting robbed or killed is the same as in Bogota or Medellin. I would say it's a lot less dangerous than Bogota, for instance. They call it the most dangerous city in all of Colombia. And it's probably, this preperception is probably due to sites like this all over the city. Poor guys. Trucked up homeless people lying all over the center of the city. I really reckon that this is where this dark preperception of this beautiful city of Cali comes from. Alright guys, this square here, the center of the government, in front of the governmental building of Valle del Cauca, I think it's the perfect place to try out another specialty from this area of Colombia. Okay, this guy had shut up, so he won't shut up. I'm trying to make a vlog here, mate. Right guys, I'm now about to try out another specialty of Valle del Cauca and of Cali. This one, cholada con frutas, which is like a very fruity drink here, which you can only get down here in Cali or in this region of Colombia. Buenas. Si puedo tener un cholado. Where do all these pigeons come from? I just don't get it. I'll never get it, and I'll never like these animals. This young boy's having the time of his life here with his sturdy pigeons. Right, check it out guys, I've got my cholado, as it is called. Check it out. Wow, that's a lot. That's actually looks more like a meal than a drink. I've been told that it was a drink and I thought it was a drink, but it's actually, yeah, like a fruit salad with condensed milk or something. Update guys, halfway through my cholado. I've got to say, it is super refreshing. And in these temperatures here in Cali, with 30 degrees and even more, it's actually a pretty nice snack. A pretty nice drink. Super refreshing. Lots of vitamins. So yeah, I recommend it. When you come to Cali, which you should absolutely try this out. Right guys, it's about to start raining and I reckon this is a good moment to end this video here. This video in the heart of Cali, the capital of the Valle del Cauca, the Cauca Valley, the capital of Salsa, the birthplace of Salsa, and Colombia's most dangerous city, as they say. Well, I hope that today we've changed some preconceptions about this beautiful city. I mean, especially in regards to safety. Guys, don't trust the hype. Calling Cali Colombia's most dangerous city is just a move. Yes, there are loads of homeless people around, loads of beggars. But to be fair, I love Colombia, but all over Colombia you've got loads of homeless people and loads of beggars in each Colombian city. And it feels no different here than in Medellin or Cartagena or Santa Marta, and actually a lot safer, a lot calmer than Bogota. And don't be scared to come here. I don't regret coming here. It's actually a city in which I will surely come back to in the future. I like it here. It's super laid back, it's a beautiful old colonial city, and the people are lovely, the people are legends, super friendly, as everywhere in Colombia. And yeah, I reckon that you shouldn't be scared to come to Cali. In fact, you should put it on your bucket list when you come to Colombia. And with that being said, guys, this is probably my last video here in Colombia. I've got a few days left here in Cali, and after that I'll be heading to the next country, next adventure, one of my favorites. I'm going to take you with me again. So this won't be my last video in Colombia, in this beautiful country, forever. I love this country and I'll always come back. But I hate pigeons. But yes, I'll always come back to Colombia, one of my favorite countries in the world. And the Caleños are great people, they are legends. Just like the Rolos of Bogota, and of course the Paisas of Medellin are, and the Costeñas, I won't forget the Costeñas. Colombia is full of legends, and it's a country that you should absolutely visit, and Cali is a city which you should put on your bucket list. Viva Colombia, viva Cali, viva el Valle del Cauca. Hasta luego, parces.
Joe checks in.
Joe checks in.
Joe checks hits.